Hey friends, welcome to another episode of my vlog. It is June 9th. We have a Sunday. It's actually one day before my birthday, so when you see, go comment below a happy belated birthday. I love my birthday, so I'm always making a big deal of it. But today I'm just wanted to show you a few things which already popped since I recorded the garden tour, which was just 1 week ago, which is wild, but just look at that rose. This is a crazy love. And we had some rain earlier, so they're like a little full of water, but they are just gorgeous. That one is already a little bit bloomed out, but that will flush again. But this one is a favorite. Peonies are on the way out as well. But quickly look what's coming in. That is this Nicole Carol Miller, the purpley one, which you saw already one on the bottom blooming. And my climbing rose in the back. I need to look up the name. I forgot which one it was, but all gorgeousness. And my climber, that one is popping right in time for my birthday. So this is the Bathsheba rose from David Austin. Yeah, that is going to be stunning in just a few days. Too bad I'm going away again on Tuesday for 3 days, but that is just how we roll. Also, look at all the dahlias. I have so many dahlias now. The two overwintered ones. And look here, all of the dahlias popping and growing, doing really, really well. Everything is doing really well at the moment in the garden, except for my peas. Not sure if you can see that properly, but we had some really high winds yesterday. Like they flopped over despite me reinforcing it a little bit with twine. They just didn't have it this year, and it happens. So that just whatever, still can eat some peas out of it, and everything else looking fantastic. Lettuce bar is doing great, and it's going to be lettuce time soon again. The temperatures are really nice and supporting it right now, so everything looks lush until probably in a week or two from now. All the pests find their way in here, which is the common way. In beginning of June, everything is glorious, and then out of nothing, everything is troubled. So I'll wait for that. I'll know it's coming, but it's also great. And look how much the center cut squash has grown as well. Do you see that here? That's the center cut squash, and is already finding its way up the trellis. They're all looking fantastic, as well as the basil. So many beautiful things. I did got one question regarding how I fenced everything in and if I could do a tutorial. This is too easy to do a tutorial if you ask me. Let me show you the main way I'm doing it these days, and this is the one I would recommend as well. So let me turn you around again. The Vigo beds are actually really, really great for fencing it, and you can make a flush corner with metal chicken wire so that really nothing comes in. And then I have really only those green stakes in it. That is like 2 feet chicken wire. The metal one, that's what I recommend, the metal one, not the plastic one. That's where the critters can chew through. But the metal one has worked really well. And this is also really, really bendable and like easy to work with. I have at the piece here some hardware cloth. And that is something what I had to staple in my wooden beds. They come out quite easily after the season, but I'm not the biggest fan of hardware cloth because I constantly cut and rip stuff on the top. I have no interest in like sanding that over, so it's just too much work for as little. I might exchange it to chicken wire as well, but that is something what we just had on hand, and that is what I used. But as you can see, all of the other beds, including the big ones for the cut flowers, all use chicken wire. And then I only use my most favorite clamps for everything in the garden to hook them I use T-post here in my cut flower garden because that's a little bit more stable, because that's also where we use later on the netting for, and they get like corralled with twine. But in all my other beds, I really literally just use those simple green garden stakes and the clamps, and that works really, really well for me. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah, and I'll link everything below so you can see what I use there. My tomatoes are loving life. One thing which is always interesting with the heirloom varieties, no matter what I do, they always, I'm not sure if you can see that, they always produce a second leader. They just split up in the middle. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. Do you see that? They split here in the middle and produce some fruits already, but they literally branch off and basically produce 2 leaders. So I'm going to stake everyone which produced the second leader as well, with some twine on the top. And I've seen that before, so it's just a matter of adding some more twine and giving them something to hold on. We have at the moment a lot of wind, so I'm probably doing that today or tomorrow to make sure that those ones are covered while I'm gone. Although there's nothing of weight on it just yet, so that should be fine. But once there's a little bit of weight on it, wind can really make those branches fall off quickly. And then otherwise, I'm just like walking around and enjoying seeing everything growing. I'm sure you do too. My feverfew here is almost ready to bloom, and the snapdragons, the light pink ones, are already rocking. There's some lavender coming, and all of those I think are my apple blossom ones. That's my most favorite variety. Wait until you see them blooming, then you know why. And my Lysianthus here is coming up very well in this slightly crowded spot. But yeah, note to myself, I'll put them at the end next time so they have a little bit more light, because they grow certainly slower than everything what I have around it. Yeah, and everything is just doing really, really well. My zinnias are branching out nicely. What I'm going to do next weekend is lifting up finally the netting to give it support. They're like right around the edge. A few of them already need support. The cosmos needs support. So some basil here needs support, and definitely the snapdragons. So otherwise they start to get like flippy floppy, and they always like grow and bend towards the light. So they're just something what you want to have. But everything is looking lush and now also clean again after that rain shower, because everything had like a crummy layer of pine tree pollen on it, like that white powdery layer, which didn't look great. I'm just sitting here with my popcorn waiting for everything to get started. I had already one beautiful bouquet made out of some snapdragons and some of my roses, which looks fantastic and brings me joy inside. But I literally can't wait to deck out my house again. So next weekend, we're going to do all the birthday shenanigans, as my birthday is on a Monday, and I have so much work to do before I leave for my business trip on Tuesday, that I said, let's talk birthday and do it on next weekend. So we're going to in garden, like a public garden in Rhode Island. Probably take my camera with me because it's probably too good of an opportunity to not record, but we might just enjoy it, so we'll see. Last year we went to the Green Sculpture Garden in Rhode Island, which is like part of the mansions in, Newburyport down there. So it's really, really gorgeous. But I want to see something different this time around. And yeah, I found one in the Narragansett Bay, so we're going there. It's also connected with mansions, but who cares about mansions? I just care about, there's a rose garden. Like there are plenty other gardens. I probably will go for the rose garden because I think that will be the most spectacular right now. But yeah, I'm very excited to just celebrate and have some really nice cupcakes and nice brunch on the Sunday then. So we'll see. As you can tell, I love my birthday and I will love it forever. So I hope you're also having a lot of fun in your garden and enjoying it right now while the pests are waiting to come in and everything looks lush and beautiful. So let me know what you're up to. I'd love to discuss anything garden related with you in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.